Expanding your family ties, and embarking upon the greatest adventure of human interaction. The story of your life together is still yours to write, and all those present today have come to witness and celebrate your love and commitment, eager to be a part of a story not yet told. I'd first like to thank everyone for coming and sharing this amazing day with us, but want to punch COVID-19 in the dangly bits for preventing a few people coming over from Australia. Steve and Lara, Matt's dad and stepmum, and Angie and Lee, Matt, they'd raise a glass and be oh so proud. One very special person in attendance today is Riley. It means so much to Matt and Hannah that she's able to be here on this special day, and I think we can all agree she looks amazing, much like her mum. In the build up to today, I've had the pleasure of spending time with them in their natural habitat, and it is so heartwarming to see a couple that is so in sync. Hannah knew Matt was the one when she jokingly asked him to come to Wellington from Napier and pick her up for the weekend at 11 o'clock at night, and he did. While Matt says he knew Hannah was special as soon as they started spending time together. He does, however, recall a time when he was unwell and she spent the whole day looking after him, in sickness and in health. American poet Ogden Nash wrote a little poem many years ago that is still very relevant today. Matt perhaps takes special note of this. To keep your marriage brimming with love in the loving cup, whenever you're wrong, admit it. Whenever you're right, shut up. I always ask couples what they love about their partner, and the answers are always awesome. Perhaps most importantly, he loves how brilliant and caring she is as a mother, always putting herself second to Riley. While Hannah loves that Matt always hands-on and doing things with her. I queried the cricket boys about those traits, and we don't call seeing any of them from Matt, except his bum. We do like that too.
And another. Love is to join and separate, to walk alone and together, to find a laughing freedom that lonely isolation does not permit. It's deeply free. They are openly free to be who they really are and always seek you. In the very core of their being, be true and lasting love.
I have a little quote from one of Matt's favourite authors. As you may know, his must-read list consists mainly of history books and Game of Thrones novels, so pickings were slim. But I found this one in his Dr. Seuss collection. We are all a little weird, and life is a little weird, And when we find someone whose weirdness is compatible with ours, we join up with them and fall in mutual weirdness and call it love. Now Hannah, I ask you to please look deep into Matt's eyes and place your left hand out in front of you, palm down. Now Matt, I ask you to look even deeper into Hannah's eyes and place your left hand on top of hers. Hannah, please place your right hand on top of Matt's, and Matt, your hand on top of hers. Now as you look into each other's eyes, imagining the life you're about to share together, the milestones you'll achieve and the memories you'll create. Matt, you must now know this is the last time you're going to have the upper hand, so enjoy it. Hannah's bridesmaid Regan would like to do a reading.
So this is a poem called Living in the Present. For the present there is just one moon, though every little pond gives back another. But the bright disk shining in the black lagoon, perceived by astrophysicist and lover, is milliseconds old, and even that light 7 minutes older than its source. And the stars we think on moonless nights are long extinguished, and of course this very moment, as you hear this line, is literally gone before you know it. Forget the here and now, we have no time but this life that is full of freeness and wit. Make me this present then, your hand in mine, and we'll live our lives.
Thank you, Regan. Now Matt and Hannah have prepared their own vows for today.
6 years later, and we are finally here. When thinking about what I wanted to say to you today, I reflected on just how much we have grown and changed in these past few years. Out of all my friends at high school, I was the last person anyone would have imagined to be married or pregnant. I'm not pregnant now, like the baby. But much to the dismay of the 16-year-old bra-burning feminist Hannah, I knew immediately that I wanted to be with you forever. A cliche I often hear is that you can't love someone else if you don't love yourself first. Well, I slightly disagree, because before I met you, I was lost and unsure of how I fit into the world, but you have changed that. Over these past 6 years, your support, humour, and irritatingly positive outlook on life has allowed me to grow into a confident and loving friend and mother. Falling in love with you has allowed me to fall in love with myself, and for that I am eternally grateful. You have seen me at my worst and been with me through so many mistakes, and yet you love me without judgment. You are the most kind, genuine and selfless person I know. You demonstrate strength and humility in everything you do. You teach me patience and unadulterated joy. You are my best friend, and you are my home. I vow to support you and encourage you in your ambitions, and to always be your biggest and loudest fan on any sports field. I vow to appreciate and acknowledge all the little things you do, from the morning cups of tea to the bedtime stories to help me sleep. I vow to lift you up every day and remind you, oh, that's gross, of the great man and father you are, so that whenever you doubt yourself, you know that you are loved and that you are special. I vow to stand beside you through whatever life brings us as a loyal and faithful wife.
Hannah, you're my everything. I fell in love with you so soon after we first met, and it wasn't hard to see how much of an amazing person that you are. It didn't take me long to realise that you would be the one that I want to spend my life with. You're the person that I want to see first in the morning, and you're the person that I want to see last at night. After the years we've been together, you're still the same intelligent, beautiful, strong woman that I fell for. I love the perseverance and strength you've shown in achieving your goals, and your kind and caring nature you have towards me and towards Riley. I always feel loved by you. We've achieved so much together, and we've had some great times and made amazing memories that will stick with me forever. And yeah, admittedly, we've been through some tough times, but I think those have only made us more resilient and stronger against what the world can throw at us. So along those lines, I'll never forget standing at the top of the Tongaredo crossing together on that beautiful clear morning with you, with the sun on our backs, with what felt like the world at our feet. When just a few hours earlier we'd been trudging up a steep path in a misty cold valley with the rain pouring down, and it was pretty bleak really. And I think that's the perfect analogy of what our relationship should be. We stick together through the tough times so that we can share the beautiful moments together. You and I have created that. Beautiful little human being. And I'm so privileged that I get to have you as the mother to my child. Please realise that. You are an amazing mum. And you're the best role model that Riley could ask for as a woman, as a mum, as anything. She's so lucky to have you, and I'm lucky to have you. We've both worked so hard to achieve our goals, whether it's how we raised Riley or pushing on with our careers, and I cannot wait to see what the future holds for us. So I promise you that I always will be there for you. I'll always be someone you can talk to and someone to cuddle you. And when you're having a rough day, I promise that I'm the one who'll make you a cup of tea or give you that neck rub just to make your day a bit better. I promise to talk to you about my feelings and be open and honest all the time. And I promise that when you're struggling to fall asleep, I'll tell you a story or explain to you some useless fact about science. I promise to be the best father to Riley, to be the best husband, and to support our family and grow together. And most of all, I promise to love you with all my heart, forever and always.
That was good.
Put an analogy in there.
Do you, Hannah, Stephanie, Isla Frater, take Matthew John Batista to be your lawfully married husband, to support in good times and bad, to grow with, to never give up on, and to love unconditionally forevermore from this day forward?
I do.
Do you, Matthew John Batista, take Hannah, Stephanie, Isla Frater to be your lawfully married wife, to support in good times and bad, to grow with, to never give up on, and to love unconditionally forevermore from this day forward?
I do.
Now the rings. Hannah, please place this ring on Matthew's finger. Matt, please place this ring on Hannah's finger. By the power vested in me, and for the low price at just a third my normal rate, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.